When I first interviewed Avenue, it was in 2013.
Yeah. We
just started up Star Power Entertainment, and it's been about a year and a half since then.
Yeah,
and he was talking about the Chandelier View in 2013, and it still isn't out.
Yeah.
But it's about to come out.
It's about to come out.
It's about to come out. So
Absolutely.
what's taking so long, and why now?
Just the process. I just wanted to make sure it was perfect. Going back in, fixing things. I feel like this is gonna be like the tape to like break me through or break me out. You know what I'm saying? Past limitations. So I wanted to take my time on it. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to sit down with everybody and just pretty much like build back up the anticipation for it. And then I had like some personal shit going on. I'm a father now. You know what I'm saying? So real life situations.
Most definitely. So you had a show at the Middle East and you sold it out, right?
Yeah.
And then you had some people open up for you.
Yeah.
How did you go about picking those specific performances?
I wanted to bring people out that one made sense to people that I was like a fan of. You know what I'm saying? And the people that I feel like put in the same amount of work as me. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't to like big homie anybody or they're opening up for me. It was like a stage that I wanted to put together for everybody to pretty much level up. You know what I'm saying? Level up is like my new like term for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
You don't do ad-libs. You said you don't do ad-libs.
No, I don't do ad.
Is that an ad-lib?
I did a little bit. I did a little bit of ad-libs on the tape. I kind of switched it up just a little bit.
Okay.
But leveling up is pretty much just bossing up. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody complains about the circumstances in the city and like what goes on with leads and pretty much, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to show people and show leads that we could put together a show without people from outside coming in and we could sell it out. You know what I'm saying? And we were successful with doing it.
I interview a lot of, not so much a lot, but we're also selective with a lot of Boston artists. And every time we ask them who their top favorite artists are, you always end up on everybody's list. You're like a Boston favorite, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do you consider yourself the best in the city?
Nah, I don't.
Why not?
Because there's a lot of talented artists here. Like it's hard to consider yourself the best when there's so much talent here. I do feel like what separates me from people is how I go about doing things. You know what I'm saying? So the amount of time that I take into putting out projects and the quality of when I do put things out, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I feel like I overthink things and sometimes I feel like others don't think enough. You know, so, but I mean, I appreciate it.
Do you want that crown? Do you want to be the best in Boston? Is that a crown you want to have?
As long as it's not self-proclaimed, I'll take it.
As long as it's not self-proclaimed.
As long as it's not self-proclaimed, yeah, I'll take it. Because I've been there before, being young, and you're like, yo, you want to... Like, I came up in the era of, like, I don't know, under, like, smoking them. You feel what I'm saying? And the whole thing was smoking benzene, and the whole big thing was being a king. You know what I'm saying? And I had a record, like, I was pretty much dedicated to that on the Word Speak Life tape called Pharaoh X. And it was pretty much like, yo, y'all can have that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what you got to do is you got to let the people, and you have to let your work speak for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Jordan didn't come out saying he was the best. You know what I'm saying? But he showed you by the way that he played and the way that he performed every single game, you know? So there's no questioning his rank. So
how has being a dad changed everything? And how has it affected your music, most importantly?
Time management.
Time management.
Yeah, I learned how to manage my time a little bit better. Like, I'm a selfish person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, so I kinda...
What's your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, take a sip to that one.
Yeah. I mean, with me, it's personally, like I'm a selfish person, like I said, so it's like, it's me realizing that what I do now is that I'm really a role model for somebody. Like, I probably was a role model for somebody prior, but now it's like somebody that came from me, you know what I'm saying? So it's much more of a bigger deal for me. So I gotta kind of like lead by example, you know, so. So
you have this line in one of your songs. Now, this is an old song. It's a 0 to 100 freestyle, and it came out during the summer, and it stuck out to me a lot. You say, I be staring at my son and be seeing myself. He don't realize he's raising me, and I needed his help.
Yeah.
What were you going through that moment you wrote that line?
It was just pretty much like that. I actually wrote that song like just when he was just born. You know what I'm saying? It was I mean, if you see my son, everybody probably see my son on like Instagram because he's all over it. But we look just alike. You know what I'm saying? And like when you're a father, like that's like your big thing. You're like when you're waiting, it doesn't become real until you actually see like the head pop out, and then you're like, oh shit, he looks just like me. You know what I'm saying? And then and then like as he gets older, like just fast forward, like you start to see that he picks up more and more traits from you, like the behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Like my son is like, he loves to dance. So he's like really into music, you know what I'm saying? But like on a personal level, like I said, I'm a selfish person. So like when you have kids with anybody, you gotta kind of cut back on that. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to set up things that are gonna position them to do the right thing or position them to land in the right spot. So
when you became a father, did you ever think that you would have to slow down in your pursuit of being a rapper? Did you think like, oh shit?
I felt like I had to step it up more. You know what I'm saying? So, it always goes back to being selfish. So, like, I feel like I kind of had to plan accordingly. Like, even now I have to plan accordingly. Like, I'm releasing on May 19th. His birthday is May 13th. You know what I'm saying? Like, his first birthday. So, it's like, even with doing things like that, I have to plan accordingly. It's about time management. I have to lay down a calendar and really, like, and I have to be available for him at the same time. So, like, when I go out of town, his mother makes it easy sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So, you know how that goes. But like, when I go out of town, she holds it down, and then when I come back, I make sure if she has to do something, that I hold it down. But it works out.
There's a lot of bubbling talent in the city.
Yeah.
And we got a new hashtag going around called New Boston.
Yeah.
A lot of people in here be hashtagging that. I want to know how you feel about the New Boston movement.
I feel good about it. I feel like it has to be more than a hashtag, though. I feel like some people might drain it. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta put
go on your Explore page. You can see it.
Yeah, you gotta put in the work. you have to put in the work behind it in order to utilize it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there is a new energy. There's a whole new wave and a whole new energy, like in the city. And it's like, I mean, look at the turnout here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is perfect. You feel what I'm saying? A couple years ago, we wouldn't have been able to do this. You know what I'm saying? There's artists here. There's media here. There's people who are just fans of the music and fans of the artists that are here. You don't get that. Like, I've bumped into people and they'll pull me aside and be like, yo, I really rock with your music, or I really rock with this person's music. Whether it be Michael Christmas, whether it be Dutch, whether it be me, they're like, yo, I really could just sit down and just listen to Boston music. And I feel like it's never been like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was like in the 80s when like New Edition and them was running around. It hasn't been like that in a while. Yeah, you feel me? But it hasn't been like that in a while. So the fact that the energy's there and we have this like large support system, it's amazing. I just want people to continue to utilize your resources, because there's a lot of resources here.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? 5 years.
5 years from now?
That's 2020.
That's a tough question. I don't know.
Take your time.
I mean, my son will be 5 by then. I don't know. I'll be 29 by then. Hopefully I'm somewhere comfortable, successful.
And what's comfortable and successful in Avenue?
Maybe a little bit wealthy. I want a brownstone. I grew up around a whole bunch of brownstones.
Oh, you too? Someone said me too.
Yeah, I want a brownstone.
What, Brooklyn or the South End? Where we going?
I want one in the South End, of course.
Commonwealth.
Yeah. I want one in the South. How about this? I want one in Brooklyn and the South End. How about that?
Yeah, there
so
we
if
go.
I can get that in 5 years, that'd be pretty clutch.
Musically, where do you want to be in 5 years?
Musically, I want to be spread across the world. I want to be able to go overseas and tour. You know what I'm saying? That's like a big thing with me. That's when I know that I did everything the right way and I've done what I had to do.
So I always ask local rappers, specifically the Boston, their top 3 rappers in the Boston area.
Yeah.
But I wanted to give you a super special question.
Okay.
Nothing like that. Y'all might want to pull out your iPhones for this. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. So, you watch a lot of interviews. You watch Ebro and things like that. Power 106.
Yeah.
So they like to play this game called Smash, Kill, Marry. Are y'all hip to this game?
Yes.
No. Okay. So this is how Smash, Kill, Marry works.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we about to have fun. If you need, he might need another drink. So here's how it goes. I'm gonna name 3. I'm gonna name 3 people, artists in the entertainment, modeling, rapping. I'm gonna name people in our New Boston scene, right? And Avenue is going to say whether he will smash, kill, or marry. Now listen, this is a good question because we're prepping him for the real thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't want him to get the Charlemagne, you know what I mean? We're prepping him for the real thing, you know what I mean? So, hopefully he's a good sport about it.
Yeah, now let's go.
Alright, let's do it. You want a
I
drink?
told you the floor was open, so let's go.
Alright, here we go.
We're dropping bombs on all this.
Let's go. So, first one. These are 3 beautiful and talented ladies. I've written articles about all of them.
Here we go. I already know.
Let's go. Dutch for Bell.
I knew that was coming.
There we go.
Dutch might get 2 off of that.
My girl Bia.
I have to pick one.
You gotta. So you have to kill, smash, and marry. So one has to go to each.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go. So we got Dutch Rebel. There we go. Very talented. Bia. I don't know if you guys heard that one. Everyone familiar with Bia? Santa Farrell. I Am Other. There we go. And the other one, are you guys familiar with Christian Dennis? She's a model? No?
Who's Christian Dennis?
I should have brought. I was thinking about getting pictures.
Pull her up on Instagram for me real quick. Who's Christian? Could somebody show me a picture of her? As a matter of fact, no, I already know. Whatever, because I don't even know who she is.
Oh, there. So you might have to kill her.
I'm gonna have to kill her because I don't know. She's dead to me. She's dead to me already.
You know, there we go. Shout out to Kristen Dennis. She was on our top 3 models in Boston. So, Avenue, the floor is yours, sir.
I think I do know, but I'm gonna kill her anyways.
Alright.
Dutch, I know I'll definitely match. Like I said, she probably could get 2 out of 3 on the list, but I know I'll definitely. But listen. If I have to pick one, I'll marry her. Cause
you have to pick one.
Yeah, I've kicked it with Dutch on like a personal level. I respect the craft. We got a lot of common interests, so I would marry her. That would make sense.
Brag, baby.
Yeah.
Kiss, bang, bang.
Shout out to Dutch.
I think she's here.
Yeah.
And I guess
Bia, I'll smash it just cause she's on TV.
Shout out to Oxygen. Shout out to the Sisterhood of Hip Hop.
That's the homie too. Bia's the homie too.
Of course.
And then the other girl I have to kill. I don't know too much about her. I gotta see her on Instagram.
Fair enough. I made it kind of easy for you. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't put myself in the equation. I couldn't think of no one else, y'all. I just couldn't think of no one else.